All right, just wanted to go over a really cool build. This one put us through the ringer. We built a full engine for this fella, cleaned up his exhaust, did V-band converted headers, and it was an awesome build. Should have made great power, but it just never ran right. He ended up having to take it, and then I ended up towing it back, and we found out what was finally wrong with this thing. And I've got pups in the break room, so you probably hear them barking back there. But yeah, we built this motor. It was a low mileage motor, so we were able to hone it, re-ring it. We did some shaved E7 heads with some mild porting, stage 2 cam, our modified intake, throttle body, 30-pound injectors to keep up, the V-band converted headers, and this thing should have made great power. It'd do it every once in a while. And then after I towed it back, we started going through the wiring, and just because his US shift, or his E4OD wasn't shifting, it was just horrible. And it was just killing the power. So we ended up going through his wiring and found out that his alternator and his starter had a dead short. There was some fried wiring going down to the transmission. So while we were doing it, we did a US shift controller, and it was a huge improvement. And this one's got the stage 2 cam. It was just running rich and not making any power. So yeah, I wanted to showcase the truck a little bit. I ended up finding out late last night that he had 3 bad ECUs. His wiring problems had just fried all of them. And having gone through it and doing the US shift controller, I'm able to actually stand alone the ECU in the process, which just unleashes the potential on them. And then with the US shift, it shifts so much nicer. I'll show you what that unit looks like. And then I figured out a full instruction manual I put together for these trucks to drop these US shift controllers in them. This one's the Quick 4, which is well worth the couple extra bucks over the Quick 2. The options it gives you is just phenomenal. But yep, this one's got the stage 2 cam. We also installed a wideband air fuel gauge just to keep an eye on everything. And now with the new ECU, it is running just beautifully. Garage door's closed, so I won't run it too long, but you can hear the cam in there. Sounds pretty nice. This thing gets up and moves really, really well. So he's got a Desolate Motorsports Saginaw kit on here. He hadn't heard about ours. Ours uses the stock bracket, and Lead Power Steering makes a Saginaw pump in a Ford case, so it goes right into these trucks. I'll come back and do a video of one in another truck. But yeah, the way this runs the engine, when we were able to free it up from running these transmissions, runs the engine so much better. And then the US shift is just amazing. Instead of a slushy lead in to an early shift, you get to set the points at the RPM versus how much throttle you're giving it. So at full throttle, you can run it all the way out to the rev limiter and make it shift really firm through each gear. We've got it to where the overdrive button works just fine. You get to control how the lockup works. There's even tables to where you can do 4 low. You can have different buttons to hit to where you can have different tunes to switch between for those tables. These US shift controllers are just phenomenal, and it really freed up what this truck can do now. So even in a bone stock truck, it's gonna feel like you're putting, and you probably will, put 50, 60 horse to the ground more than it ever would have before. Yeah, I'm running it with the door closed. I mean, granted, pretty big shop, but still, it's not smoking me out of here. That's what I expect to see for air fuel ratios as it's warming up. But yeah, really nice truck. He did new headliner. He got he had somebody do I'm guessing some Bronco seats in here. He's got a cool console, but this thing boogies. It is a cool truck now. So I'm leaving this out for him. That way, if he wants to bump the shifts around however he wants, and then he can just tie it back up. We're also going to include a mounting bracket that'll go up underneath the dash. That works really well in these. Oh, another cool thing about these Quick 4s is you can do paddle shifters on them. They give you tons of options, which is pretty cool. So I'll cut back in here in a couple of minutes. We'll go take it for a ride, and then I also had some videos last night, so I'll probably clip them in also.